What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Chicken Bone Alley, brought to you by Earl Ramey Racing Engines, Profab Headers and Exhaust, SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel, and Aluminum. What is going on? I'm David, and I got somebody else with me today. What's up?
What's going on?
You got to introduce yourself. You know, you got to fall in here. No, you're co-host today, so you get to just introduce yourself.
All
right. Let's do it again. Here we go. Hold on. What's going on, guys? I'm David.
I'm Cale. How's it going?
Oh, what's up with you, man?
Oh, not much, man. We got back from Disney World this morning. Went down there to visit my stepdaughter. She's down there working at Disney and couldn't come home for the Thanksgiving weekend, so we went down there to her.
I think I'd rather go there anyway.
I hear you. But on Thursday we had the traditional, Thanksgiving with Teresa's mom and dad. So that was pretty cool. Great food.
Sweet. Man, I ate so much. I ate too much. Let's see. Thursday morning we started out. Well, I say Thursday morning. Nah, I watched Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. That is my thing every year. Kayla picks on me for it, but I literally will watch it every year. I don't remember a year that I haven't watched it. So, I got up, watched the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Then we went over to my mom and dad's. We swap years back and forth with either my parents or Kayla's parents to eat our main Thanksgiving meal with, I guess. And so we ate with my parents at lunchtime, I guess, this year, about 1, 2 o'clock. We sat around there for a little while, then we left and went over to Kayla's parents and ate some dessert and stuff. So I was so full of dessert and, well, full of everything, and ate more of it Friday and Saturday. And
You're going to get out and do some jogging.
Oh, what do I want to do that for?
Oh, no. Shoot.
So how was Disney?
Oh, it was good, man. It was nice to, it's kind of cooler up here in Ohio. So going down there to 80s, that was nice. And it didn't rain on us at all. So we got out lucky there. I guess it did during the nighttime when we were sleeping. So yeah, we lucked out.
Yeah, that's always good. It was that's the thing about Florida is if you don't like the weather, just wait 5 minutes, it'll change.
That is true.
Now it's normally going to
be very true.
Warm, but it'll change.
Right.
It'll be cloudy.
I love the warm weather.
It'll be cloudy. It'll be raining. Then it'll be sunny. Then yeah. So, which I love. We went a couple years ago, I reckon, to Disney. I think it was actually the first part of the week of Thanksgiving. Man, I love it down there. I'm big on Christmas anyway, and they had all the Christmas lights up and everything. And this was we need to go back. I tell my parents even we need to go back because it was during all the COVID stuff still going on, and I don't know. I mean, it was all right. It was good. Don't get me wrong. It was really good, but it was just there was so much stuff. They didn't have all the parades and stuff like normal and all that good jazz. So we didn't get to see all that, but I mean, we had a great time down there. But I just like seeing all the Christmas lights and the way they had the castle lit up and the Christmas stuff and the what is that thing called, the Hollywood hotel whatever it is.
Oh,
I forgot what it's called.
The Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. That's it.
Yeah.
They got it lit up and all the Christmas trees and all that good stuff. I don't know. I like it. I like it down there.
Yeah, we rode the Tower of Terror last night, and we walk out, and they're playing with that show you're just talking about on the building. So we're like, oh, wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
It was cool.
That's pretty cool. It's pretty
neat
cool.
how they do all that.
Man, it's amazing. I actually, and you know how Disney World is and all that stuff, how everything's like, you don't see the production stuff. Everything's kind of hidden. I mean, they go to great lengths to hide stuff to make everything just look perfect. But I actually, for the castle, when we were in over there, I sat there and I kind of it came up a little mist. It wasn't raining, but it was like misting outside. So I kind of see where the light was coming from. So I sat there and found the projector that was going to it. And my Lord, the projector was so big that one part of it was coming out of. It's like, geez, it was crazy.
My thing is when do they get to practice all of this stuff? Is it in the middle of the night, to make sure it's all nice and perfect?
Well, my thing is
the place is open, every day of the year.
Yeah,
so it's like, when do they have time to practice all this stuff?
When did they practice? When did they decorate? Because you don't see none of that stuff happening. I'm like, do y'all just come in here in the middle of the night and do everything?
Well, I did find that out. They do it after the park's closed. That's what they were telling us. So
that makes sense. I mean, because you never. It's like one day you go in there and it looks one way, and the next day it's like completely different.
Right. Bailey said one day it was, Halloween and fallish. The next day it's Christmas.
That's wild.
Crazy.
That's wild.
They got an amazing team to do all that stuff.
Oh yeah. It's crazy. I like it. Down there. We're I think me and Kayla are going back down. I don't know if we're going to Disney though or going to Universal. We hadn't really decided. Our 10th anniversary is in April, so we're gonna slide down that way and go somewhere.
Well, that's good. We our flight left at 6 this morning from Orlando, and we landed back in Columbus, Ohio at about 8 something. But
nice.
They picked us up at 2:55 this morning. So right about now, I'm getting tired.
I bet 2:55. Wow. How was the airport?
The bag check-in. This was our first time to ever fly Spirit.
Yeah.
And we always hear horror stories about Spirit. It's horrible. And we had a great experience going down there and a great experience coming back. But this morning, so we're in line at 3 something for the TSA.
Yeah.
And it looked like Walmart checkouts. There's 20 of them and 3 of them working. That's what it reminded me of. I told Teresa, I was like, this looks just like Walmart. Let's get some more people in here.
Hey, but for too long.
No one wants to work.
For too long, they'll have it just like Walmart. It'll be self-checking,
So that would be. I'll take that.
Pat yourself down. It's all right. Just go ahead.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That is good. But yeah, we also had over the weekend. Well, we had church Sunday morning and went back to the in-laws for Sunday dinner there, and they had some. Well, they was making like what they said walking tacos, which is when you put like, you probably know, you put basically all your taco fixings in like a bag of Doritos or something like that.
Doritos.
Yeah.
Teresa loves that.
Well, I mean, I don't dislike it necessarily, but somebody said something about some tortilla shells. So I was like, yeah, I'll take one of them. Just make me a regular taco.
There you go.
But anyway, then I left and we had a little, kind of like a little Christmas party, a yearly get together more or less, but kind of like a little Christmas party for our praise team, music team at church and stuff. So yeah, that was my entire weekend. I was doing all that fun jazz.
That's good that you're so involved with your church, man. I like that.
I love it. It's fun. I like doing all the music and all that. I'm helping with the. I got to starting Wednesday night on up until next weekend. I think it is. They are having the children's Christmas program. Well, I got one. I was first asked to help with the miking up the kids and stuff, put microphones on. I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can handle that. I can handle sound. That's me all day long.
Yeah.
And then the the children's pastor come over to her and she asked me if she's like, you want to be in the play? I was like, doing what? She said, well, we got a part that for animals and stuff, just kind of dancing around, and we want some of the. It's like you and 2 other adults, 2 other guys I know, fortunately. And I said, we'll make a big time of it. And so I'm going to be a donkey.
That's great.
I was like, oh, that's
Great.
so we got practice for that come Wednesday night, and I got a few more times over the next week.
Learning how to be a donkey.
I think I already know. My wife will tell you I'm one of those all day long.
That's right. No, you crack me up.
Oh. Well, there wasn't much racing going on. I mean, there was a big late model stock race that we'll get into just a little bit here. But I tell you what, there was going on. There was some football, and I know we're not a football podcast, but this is our podcast, so we'll talk about whatever we want to talk about.
That's right.
And football was one of them, because the reason I want to talk about it is because my Gamecocks whooped up. Well, they did not whoop up; it was close, but it doesn't matter. 1 or 300 doesn't matter. A W is a W. Gamecocks beat the Tigers. Yes, I know everybody's going to say, oh, it's your first time in 8 years or 9 years, whatever it is. I don't even count. I don't care about those. I don't care. And I'm not one of those that's just stuck up people that are, just get on Facebook and talk all this trash about it. Because my thing is you, any team out there, any racer out there, whatever, you are only as good as your last race. That's the way I see it. And South Carolina's last football game, they beat Clemson. That looks pretty good to me.
Yeah. So I got a question for you. Talking about that game.
What's that?
So I know you and Sterling are big Gamecock fans, but Sterling's mom, Robin, loves Clemson.
Oh yeah.
How did that go?
Well, let me tell you how Clemson fans do around us. Ma, I love you. I love you.
Get ready, Robin.
I love you. But this and it's probably the same. Well, no, I'm not going to say it's the same way. Well, it is the same way. It's the same way for either side normally. I'm just one of those. I'm probably a little bit different. I'm one of them that I can trash talk with the best of them for the fun of it. But when it comes down to it, at the end of the day, neither one of them sign me a paycheck, so I don't really care. I like to have fun with it, and that's about the extent of it. But there are some Clemson fans, and I'm not saying she's one of them. She's not, and she said it was well deserved. But there are some Clemson fans around here that just all of a sudden get quiet. They won't talk. I know a few of them. Yeah, oh yeah, I know a few of them. I know a guy. I'm not even gonna call his name. He might listen. I don't know. But I watched this man cry one day when Clemson lost to Carolina years ago. I was like, gosh. You got to be kidding me. I don't know. But I mean, it's the same way. There's some Carolina fans like that. But in my opinion, Carolina fans ought not to be like that, because they ought to be used to losing to them. Because I mean, that's kind of what we do on a typical basis. So, all you Clemson fans, just let us be proud in our one time probably here. I don't know. We may all of a sudden be great next year. Who knows? But let us be proud in our time that we have to talk about winning finally.
Yeah, and there was a big game in Columbus, Ohio this weekend too, and a lot of my wife's family loves the team that is from Columbus, Ohio, and I was so happy to see them get beat. It was awesome. I know there might be a lot of people out there that like them, but I don't. So.
I mean, it's whatever. It's one of them that's whatever to me,
Yeah. But I just think it's funny because they get tore up if they lose.
Oh, there's some that do. And there was a lot of upsets this week. There was a lot of upsets, and also, I don't know. It was it's one of them things that I don't know. I mean, it's fun weeks. Like rivalry week in football
it's fun.
Is always fun because it's one of those. Me and a guy at work was talking about today. It's always one of those weeks. It doesn't matter what the team did throughout the entire year. It is just. It's like you don't get to do. I mean, it's like you wipe the slate clean pretty much, and and go from there. Because I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just those teams are going to play at each other's level that day. So
sometimes I feel like that. I'm just going to use South Carolina and Clemson game. example. To me, it seems like sometimes the underdog just comes out even more hungry than they ever had all year.
Oh
Just
yeah, they
I
got
don't
more to
know.
prove.
Yeah, just want to beat that in-state rival, and it's, man.
Oh yeah, for sure. They just want. They got more to prove. So you know, it's one of those deals. One of those deals. I don't know. I like it. I like it though. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
So anyway. So what we didn't get to talk to you on here too much after the I talked to you a little bit and stuff and I was there a little bit, but what and had you a little bit on on some live stuff there at the track at Fayetteville since you own here. What would you take coming down here to the Carolinas and making something happen?
Racing on that red clay, that was
Yeah.
totally different. Now, first of all, I want to say thank you to you and your dad for coming out and watching and supporting us and helping us out a little bit in the pits and stuff. But um, it was fun. Saturday's show, you were there, and I did make it into that show. They were doing it by a points total, and I made it in. And then so we ran that whole night because it started raining right when the pros were getting ready to go. So they raced it Sunday morning. But Sunday morning we got out there and we was hot lapping. Oh my gosh, that track was hooked up. And but the problem, I ran a good time. But the problem is everybody else.
Yeah, that's normally
so
what happened.
but it felt good. So I didn't qualify very good. They were taking a lower number of people to make it in guaranteed with your new point total. And then they ran a B main, and the B main, I was going for the lead in the B main, and a caution come out. So they line them up side by side. You know, they don't have a Delaware or a single file. You're side by side. And I was on the outside and going into 1 and 2, a little too hard, and spun it out. And that cost me the getting into the feature that night. Driver error. But all in all, I had a great time. Good weekend, man. Just learned stuff, and there's a lot more still to learn for me in these cars, but it's fun. I need to come down to the Carolinas a little more and go race, see if we can get you over there and race with us on dirt.
I'll do it.
Heck yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, it is. I don't know. We just didn't quite make it on the dirt this year. I wanted to, just the way things fell. Unfortunately, couldn't make it happen. But I don't know. I think you need to come down here and run some asphalt with us.
I know it's what everybody keeps saying. I would probably race better on asphalt than I do dirt, but I just love dirt racing.
Oh, I do too. And I guess I'm just one. I don't even care. I just want to go race. And I know you are too. Most racers are. I don't really care.
Right.
But I don't know. You just need. I'm just saying. You just need to come down here and run with us. I'll run dirt. I definitely will. But you need to come run some asphalt with us.
If I will run asphalt, I'm coming down there. I'm not racing here. Asphalt.
So forget that.
Yeah, man, they tear up some stuff up there, boy.
Really?
Oh yeah, all the time.
See, and it's a complete opposite here. And I mean, I know you saw that. Well, I mean, it wasn't that bad at Fayetteville this time, but they still tore up some stuff. I mean, they were flipping them down the front straightaway, but
I think 3 flipped this weekend or that weekend.
Yeah,
3 of them flipped.
Yeah, that was and Fayetteville, for whatever reason, I don't know why, but it seems to be conducive to wrecking of legend cars. And I guess it's just, I don't know. I guess it's just fast enough, just flat enough, just, I don't know. I don't know what it is. They seem to run over each other every week there. And I think that's one of the reasons probably why I didn't really go run dirt too much. We were, trying to get this car figured out this year. And it was just one of them things that I was just like, I don't know. I don't really want to go tear it up and, be back to square one.
Then you got to clean it.
I ain't kidding.
My car was so muddy. You saw it.
Oh yes, Cale couldn't even get out the door one time.
So much mud caked up on the running board.
I had to pry the door open for him because it was there was literally probably, I don't know, what would you say? There was probably a good 50 pounds of mud on the running board.
Oh, easy. And after, I think it was after qualifying, or maybe it was after qualifying, and they're taking me across the scales. I'm like,
I think he's good. Guys.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I don't think they need to take anybody across the scales that day. Whew. It got muddy. But no, you need to come down here. I'm trying to think, and I haven't seen the schedule yet and what all they're actually running. But I'm just saying, right there at the 1st of February, they got what they call the icebreaker down here at Florence Motor Speedway.
They racing legends?
I got a good feeling they will be. Got a good feeling they will be. So
my car is back together. I might have to make that trip.
Exactly.
I got to reclip my car. So, but somebody asked us to be in a parade this coming weekend, so we're going to do it Saturday. And then after that, it's on for the teardown.
What? As fast as you are at tearing that thing down and throwing it back together anymore, you ought to be good to go.
Who, me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not that quick. But it don't take it long. It don't take long to tear it apart. I know that.
No, it's just I had motor out of it and back in one all in the same day.
Oh yeah.
But then I got at the end. I was like, you know what? I think we're doing racing for the year. I'm gonna pull it back out. Fortunately,
are you?
Yeah. Fortunately, I didn't hook everything up. I just want to take it back out because I was gonna try to run a race and then something, I forgot what all happened. But anyway, I was gonna try to run it, so we was getting it in there, and we got it in there, and got thinking about it and all that stuff, and was just like, nah, we'll skip that one. So I said I might pull the motor back out of it, and just paint some stuff, and I'm gonna get some stuff done. I gotta get some body, body wrapped, and maybe throw a new fender or two on it, and get my new sponsors on there. F and Ham Ironworks coming in for 2023.
Congratulations!
Yeah, thank you.
That's good, man.
Thank you.
Good. I forgot what I was going to say a while ago, but we was talking about Fayetteville. I'm going back to Fayetteville right quick, but you was talking about those wrecks with those flips and everything.
Yeah.
Dude, it is amazing people didn't get hurt in those wrecks.
That is a testament to the cars and the safety equipment that they mandate you run, and seats and stuff now, because I'm going to tell you what, especially, I mean, there was quite a few violent-looking ones, but I'm going to tell you what, I watched that. I was sitting right in front of that wreck. That guy cartwheeled down the front straightaway, and it was like every hit was a hard hit on that car.
I'm going to have to go back and watch them because I haven't seen any. I saw one wreck, that one in turn 3.
Yeah.
But I didn't see that one on the front stretch.
That one in turn 3 was a lot of flipping. It was just like, brrr.
Yeah. After you left in that pro feature, you wasn't there Sunday, were you?
No.
Okay, Sunday night, the last race of the night, that the pro feature.
Yeah.
I don't know if this dude's throttle got hung open coming down the front stretch, but all I heard is coming straight in, bam, just destroyed the whole right front of that car. I mean, bad. And I don't know how the guy did not get hurt. He was out of the car like within 15, 20 seconds. He was out of the car, looking at seeing how bad it was. I'm like, jeez.
That's rough. I'm gonna tell you what, and I've fortunately, knock on wood. I mean, whatever. I haven't hit anything too hard yet. I mean, I know it's kind of one of them is coming things. I mean, that's just racing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, we all eventually hit something. But it's, I'm gonna tell you, there were some hits. out there, and man, I was at Florence. Florence Motor Speedway last weekend for the South Carolina 400, and it was, man, there was late models flipped, throttles hung. There was Legends didn't do too bad, but there was a Bandolero that they tore up that car. I mean, they were, I don't know what was going on with the Bandoleros, but they were coming in turn 4 and they were snapping loose, and they would catch them, and all of a sudden it would turn the nose straight back towards the wall, and they were hitting head on. I don't know why it was doing it. It was bad. So it was, but they were hitting hard. But everybody got out the cars, like I said. I mean, it's a testament to the safety that's put in these cars nowadays. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So and y'all don't have safer barrier walls like the NASCAR group does.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, I mean, in Florence, that's the funny part, is you got 2/3 of the track pretty much that you're not going to hit anything. As long as you pass the front straightaway wall, going into 1, there's no wall. 2, no wall. 3, backstretch, no wall. 3, no wall. Coming out of 4, wall. And front stretch, there's a wall. It's the only place you hit a wall. That's it.
Wow. Did you listen to Dale Jr. Download last week?
Or
no, not the podcast, but the one they did talking about the race that he was in that you were there with.
Yeah.
Did you hear that one?
Oh yeah.
They were talking about that kid that y'all were talking about, how he got up on the front stretch and
yeah,
made a fool out of himself.
Yeah, I think everybody had the same consensus.
And they said that he runs a racetrack with his parents or somebody.
Well, his dad, Michael Diaz, runs Southern National, which had hosted the $50,000 late model stock race this past weekend. So, which was really funny because, even kind of Josh Berry kind of called him out there. And Josh Berry ended up winning the race out there. So, it's kind of funny. It's funny how that all comes around.
Right. Did that kid race?
No, he didn't race. He doesn't race there. He when they come to race there, he works.
That's what they said. They said he don't usually race at his own track.
No, he don't. He don't want to be seen as a favorite or anything. So, I mean, which is cool. I mean, I respect that. It's I don't know. It's just weird, but
yeah. The Ohio Valley Legend Car Series, the one I race in.
Yeah.
Stephen Parton is our director of the promoter of our series. Series or whatever. But he races too. They own their own track. Him and his parents own their own track there in Peebles, Ohio. So when we race there, he doesn't race there.
Really? Well, that's smart. So, that's smart.
Because he has to do everything else, with the track and with getting everybody lined up and everything.
That's I mean, beyond just having to do it, because you could always hire somebody to do that. I mean, if the money, whatever. I mean, regardless of the money, but I mean, you could hire somebody to do that. But I think that is a smart thing to do anyway, just because it's I don't know. And what's bad is we know Steven's a good racer. I mean, he's fast. He's always fast. He was fast at Fayetteville.
He's fast everywhere he goes.
That's what I'm saying. And there's some people, and I guess somewhat rightfully so, somewhat not. I mean, I hate it to some extent, but there's going to be some people, you get out there and go win the race at your own track, people are going to be like, well, I mean, you making rules for yourself. I mean, if you protest, who's going to tear it down? You know what I'm saying? I mean, so I could understand not running in your own track for sure. It's probably tough enough running in your own series, but I mean, I guess, look, Tony Stewart does it all the time.
Right.
And
yeah, he races anytime we go somewhere else, he races with us.
Yeah.
And he's very good.
Oh yeah, he is for sure.
But
He is for sure. But I want to get to this before we get too much farther, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank, as always, our friends from Earl Ramey Racing Engines. Talked to Earl the other day. Man, he said he had orders for new motors, rebuilds coming in out of the yin yang. I mean, which is a great sign. You do not want, like me and Sterling have said before in the past, you do not want a motor builder that does not have a backlog, because that means nobody wanted that motor builder, and I guess it is a good problem to have when your motor builder's got a little bit of backlog. So head over to Earl Ramey Racing Engines, ladies and gentlemen, and go get some power under your hood today. Get you some time on that chassis dyno. You won't regret that. You can put on all your bolt-ons that you want to dress that motor out with. See what makes what makes the best horsepower out of all that stuff. Because we all know you can change an alternator on a car, these asphalt cars. We run alternators on them. You can change the alternator on there. One of them's got a little more drag than the other. Hey, that reduces horsepower. It reduces torque. So that's what you do on that chassis dyno is you throw stuff like that on there. See what puts out your best power. Try it out. One of them things you're going to put on there that puts out the best power is some Profab headers. And I know, Cale, you got to run them. You don't have a choice whether you run them or not. You're going to run them. But man, have you had any problems with them? That's what I want to know. Have you had a single problem with a header?
I have not.
And you want to know why that is?
Because they're made with quality.
It is quality that wins.
That wins. I was trying to remember the other part. I hear y'all say it all the time, but I was trying to remember the little saying there.
But yeah, man, you won't have any problems with them. That's the awesome thing. And if you do, you can always send it back to Profab headers with any of their products. Like I said, you're not going to have problems with them. Most of the send backs they have is they want people to, they want them to get cleaned so they can put them back on something else because they last forever. So y'all head over to Profab Headers and Exhaust and check them out. They'll definitely treat you right. They got stuff for anything that you they got headers, exhaust for pretty much any racing application you can think of. Head over there and you won't be sorry at all. So anyway, also want to get to SRI Performance. Cale, you've had some dealings with SRI Performance. I just don't want to say it just because I'm always the one that talks about SRI, and I'm a paying customer for SRI Performance as well, but I want to get it from someone who has bought from SRI Performance. Man, isn't that some good? When you call up there, isn't it nice that you can call up there and you're talking to people that seem to know what they're talking about for the most part. You order a part and you just get that good customer service feeling.
Right. What I ordered through them was the Draco springs. I couldn't find anybody that had them, and they did. So, and I bought them, and I don't know, 3 or 4 days later, I had them. So, once you put your order in, they're right on top of it, getting it shipped out.
And that's what I like to hear, guys. Springs. I don't care what you're doing, rebuilding those race cars over this winter coming up. Head over to SRI Performance and get anything you're going to need, fasteners even. I mean, any little thing that you need, tacks, gauges of any sorts. You can order seats through them. You can go up there and check their used inventory. Man, I was looking through their used inventory the other day, and I was like, man, if some of these seats right here would fit in my car, that's what would be in there, because they had some nice stuff. I mean, they're cup seats, carbon fiber stuff. I mean, it's just so cool. So cool to even see. I mean, just the way they're made. It's just awesome. So head over to SRI Performance. Go online. Check them out at www.sriperformance.com. Fill that card up. And I know Cale's used this. You put in that promo code CBONE10. That's C as in?
Chicken.
BONE10 and get yourself 10% off at time of checkout. and they'll ship it on over to you. So go over to SRI Performance. They are your one-stop shop for all things racing. Same deal, guys, over at Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, their sister company, our parent company, really, I guess you would say, because they started before they did. So head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum and get all the metal work, all the material you'll need. Put that car, make it look good, put it back together over this winter, and get it looking nice. There's still some races coming up. These guys got Snowball coming up this weekend. Coming up, we got Gateway. So anybody heading out there last minute, run over there, get all the last minute things you need for heading out to the Dome out there. You guys go get you some good looking stuff, even just some crazy stuff. They'll tell you all about it. The materials that they've had shipped in before, just unique materials that they got. Like we was talking about the other week. I mean, titanium sheets, which is insane to me. They have them.
Yeah.
So
wow.
So y'all head over to Stock Car Steel and Aluminum. Get all the stuff you need. But I guess since we were just on the topic, I guess we need to throw in all the late model stock. Talk a little bit about it coming from Southern National Motorsports Park in Lucama, North Carolina. About 2.5 hours down the road from us. I thought about going to it. We just had so much going on, and then the weather, didn't know what was going to do what. They ended up getting done late on a Sunday night, so wouldn't have worked out for me to go. So, hate I couldn't make it, but it was cool. Our buddy that was on here last week, Brendan Queen, had a good starting spot, started third. Unfortunately, fell back to 16th, which, I mean, isn't god-awful in a field of 31 cars. I'm not exactly sure how many tried to qualify. I'm not even sure. Not even going. But the 3 car that come from Florence Motor Speedway with Dale Earnhardt Jr. driving it switched over. Still looks exactly the same. They just changed the name above the door, put Josh Berry in the car, and he goes out, wins $50,000 there at Southern National Motorsports Park, the richest late model stock race in the country. How would you feel about a $50,000 to win race, Cale?
I'd like to win $100. That'd be fun.
Ain't it though? I mean,
yeah, nah, that would be great. I'm just now looking at their page, and man, that trophy Josh Berry got is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's a sweet looking deal they got there. Go through the rundown a little bit here. First, Josh Berry, Jared Fryer coming home second, Caden Honeycutt third, Deke McCaskill, and NASCAR crew chief Matt McCall coming home fifth, which is pretty cool because he don't he don't get in the car much, so that's pretty cool. Carson Quaffle, 6th, Carter Langley 7th, Connor Jones 8th, Justin Johnson 9th, Chase Burrow 10th. I was trying to see if any other names, just big standout. 11th was Jeb Burton. That was pretty cool there. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, there's quite obviously all now to 31st, but yeah, that's big names you'll know there. So, it was pretty cool race. I saw highlights from it. What I like about that race, that's a 250 lap race, and so there's some pit strategy and stuff that kind of comes in, and when you change your tires and stuff like that. I don't know. It's cool because it's late model stock, but it almost gets into a. I mean, you think about it. That track is pretty much the size of, say, Bristol, and so you pretty much get, kind of a Xfinity type race going on there.
Right.
So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool to see Josh Berry though jump in that car. Which, I mean, that boy is so good in late model stock. I mean, he ran them for so many years, and still running them. I mean, he hadn't really stopped. I mean, he don't run them as much since he's got the Xfinity ride, but still running them. And trust me, being around him at Florence Motor Speedway last week, that's where this dude's passion is. This dude loves late model stock racing, and he is passionate about it. I mean, it was really funny, though, because I'll just say at Florence, we all know Dale Earnhardt Jr. is Josh Berry's boss. I mean, he is. You would not have known that at Florence Motor Speedway because, and I think Junior kind of made it that way. It's one of them deals where he was just, flat out telling him exactly what he needed to do, how he needed to drive the car, and he was kind of getting short with him every once in a while. This dude is passionate about late model stock racing, and he looked good out there and brought home $50,000.
Didn't he crew chief that car the week before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. At Florence,
Yeah.
he was crew chiefing.
Yeah,
He was crew chiefing, and you wouldn't have known that he was that he was employed by Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he was treating him like the employee. So, that's pretty cool.
But that's cool that he got the crew chief for Dale Jr. and then go back the very next week and run it and win.
Yep,
that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Who was his crew chief this week?
I'm not sure who his crew chief was. What was pretty cool is we know last week at Florence the winning car with Brendan Queen was prepared by Lee Pulliam Performance, but Lee Pulliam spotted for Josh Berry, and Lee Pulliam is, I don't know, I think if Lee Pulliam would have been still running late models as much as he used to, Josh Berry probably wouldn't have as many wins as he has in it because Lee was the man in a late model stock for many years. He was, especially around here, around at Myrtle Beach and stuff, man, you couldn't beat that dude. He was that good. So, which is pretty cool because, like I said, they were racing against each other last week pretty much, team-wise. And then Lee's spotting for Josh.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
At Southern. But that's how, and I know y'all, you know this too. I mean, same way in dirt. I guess it's just a little bit more in asphalt for some extent because we have spotters and stuff like that. It's so crazy because there's one of these cars can wreck or something, and it don't matter. If as long as it wouldn't, you that wrecked the next person to you, it doesn't matter. Everybody's going to grab something and go to work on your car. That's just how they are. I mean, how we are at track, and that just proves it even more, even through the upper levels of short track racing. So, pretty cool
just
to see
a big
that.
family.
Oh, yeah. Big dysfunctional family.
That's right.
Oh, but anyway. All right, guys. MPM Marketing. These guys out here need to know that on this late model stock stuff. We even say it there because they're a lot of these guys want to move up through the ranks in not just go late models. They want to pull a Josh Berry, move to Xfinity. Well, everybody knows Josh Berry's biggest problem getting to Xfinity was getting sponsorship. That's what he had to do. He got so much for so many rides, and then he finally got enough to get a whole season, and he was able to go to the Final Four in his first season. The reason he was able to do that is because he got in front of all the names he needed to do that. So you have to get you a good marketing partner to put you in front of the people, put your name, your face in front of the people that you need to be in front of, and no better person out there to do that than our good friend Tanya over at MPM Marketing. So, guys, head over there. If you want to advance your career in racing, you need to get with her. Like I said, get in front of these sponsors, get in front of these teams, all that you need to do. You got to have somebody that has the know-how to do that. So, get with Tanya over at marketwithmpm.com. Tell her we sent you. All righty, Cale. Well, we got the Dome coming up this week. That's going to be pretty fun.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool to watch. Question is, can Tyler Carpenter three-peat?
I think he can. I think I think those kryptonite cars, kryptonite chassis. We were talking about this at Charlotte, and this is throwing no shade at Tyler Carpenter or Freddie Carpenter or none of those. I'm not throwing any shade at them at all. Obviously, because they've won 2 races at the Dome, and I think they can go back and win another. So I'm not in any way throwing any shade. But what I want to say is, I think the reason they are so good there is because the tracks, if you look at the tracks that they are good at and the kryptonite chassis run really good at, are typically smaller tracks. Little bull rings, we'll say.
Well, he wins a lot up here at those racetracks. Tyler does.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And I think that is why they are so good at the Dome. I think it is just those cars and their driving style is conducive to, those little bull rings. And he knows how to, because like you even watch, if you watch like the Gateway from last year, watch that. I'm not going to necessarily say he was absolutely the fastest car out there because he was getting run down a few times before they had cautions. But he knew how to make his car, put his car where it needed to be at the right time. And he's good on those tracks there in West Virginia and Southern Ohio area, that he just knows how to, I don't know, he knows how to put his car where it needs to be on those style tracks.
He definitely does that. He's good up here at these little bull rings, like Tyler County, West Virginia.
Yeah.
And he's good there. Very good.
Yeah. And Freddie is too. That's what, I think Tyler can do it, but, I'd love to see Freddie up there with him. But that's going to be a cool one to watch. Our buddy Will Harrington, he's going out there to run it. So
a lot of big names are going this year compared to the last couple of years. There's always been big names out there, but it just seems like there's a ton more this year.
Yeah, there are. I don't know why that is. I don't know, because I hate to say this.
The money?
Well, I think it's the money, but I hate to say this because I actually thought, and I'm glad it's going the opposite way. I thought it would kind of tear you off from it. I thought people would stop going because they tear up so much out there. You don't really. You can flip a car over and don't really tear up chassis because you're not going fast enough to really do anything. But you just tear a hole. You pretty much know when you go there, that body's done for.
Yeah, you ain't bringing nothing back, but just junk.
Exactly. And so I thought, looking at that they would kind of, dip off but nah, it's going the opposite way. It is. They're packing house over there. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. I wonder how many signed up already for it on the late model side.
I don't know. I know it's a good bit. Let's see if I can find it online, but it's I know I saw a bunch of names. I think Brandon Shepard even said he's going out there to run it.
Yeah, have you seen his route?
No, I had not seen it.
It looks good.
Does it? Well, I'll check that out. Gateway Nationals entry list. Let's see. Oh, that's the old one. I hate when you look online for something and you find all the old stuff. But it's always a good race, regardless.
Earlier when we were talking about the you're pulling the motor out of your car.
Yeah.
I was going to try to lead that into a Earl Ramey racing engine, because if he worked on the legend engine, that would be awesome.
I've always said that. I try to talk him into it. He won't do it for me. Nah, it's so crazy. You know this as well as I do. It's I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to put this in the best way possible, but I guess there's a little bit of politics to it. With all the INEX stuff and getting sanctioned for that and all this stuff. So I don't know. I was going to try to find a Gateway entry list, but I can't find it. So they haven't put it. It's not easy to find. We'll put it that way.
Are you going?
No, I wish I was. I'd
I'd
love
like to go
to.
once just to see what it, see all the racing and stuff. I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, it definitely would. What I got here? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I want to go out there. I want to go there. I want to go PRI. I want to. Man, I want to do all that stuff. It's.
We were talking. Me and Levi were talking about going to PRI next week, but it's so expensive
Yeah,
to get in.
yeah. I'll talk to you about that, but yeah, it is. It's a good bit. It's a good bit. But there's some cool stuff out there. There's a lot of cool stuff. Just I don't know. It's just one of them things that need to check out, and I don't know. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. A lot of you see all the new stuff out there. There's some a lot of race car drivers be in the house. A lot of dirt guys will go from Gateway and go over there. I don't know. So it's pretty cool. I'm gonna make it out there one year.
Well, let's plan a trip. We'll all go together.
We'll do it. We'll do it. We would do it. Oh well. What else we got to talk about this week? Dirt's kind of. Not dirt, just racing in general. Other than these, big races here coming up, it's kind of wound down for the year for the most part. Well, I know you talked about tearing the car down and stuff. What's plans after tear the car down? Just get ready to run the same series stuff next year?
Yeah, we're talking about we want to do some more traveling, going to other places. Maybe we'll end up in South Carolina, North Carolina, and do that. But we just want to go race some different tracks and just just learn and see if we can see what we can do against other people that we don't race against as often. But down there at Fayetteville, when we went down there, Jaden Bowling, man, he helped us out a lot on different things, because he races that track all the time. So he helped us out.
Yeah, he's a good dude.
On the first day, a lot. Yeah, he is. That's the first time I ever met him, man. He was very good, very nice. He's
a buddy of mine. He's helped me out a good bit get going this year and taught me a lot of stuff. Him and his granddad Tony, they really have helped us out this year. So it's been pretty.
His granddad was nice too.
Oh yeah,
very nice to us.
Very knowledgeable. That man won a lot of races in North Carolina back in the day, and
his grandfather.
Oh yeah, and pretty much every kind of car.
That daggone Jaden Bowling is one tall sucker. Man,
he is. And I look at him. I'm like, I'm sitting there. I'm like, I know how stuffed up my legs feel in this car. How are you getting in there? And then I look at him.
I was wondering.
And then I look at him in the car, and I'm like, dude, you don't look like you're stuffed in there at all. How does this work? No,
I don't know.
Got it figured out.
He does it though. He's good.
Man, he drives the mess out of one. He had bad luck up there.
Nah, he had bad luck, but he's got some good things to look forward to this next year, so that's gonna be good.
Oh yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff coming up for him. A lot of good stuff. Well, good deal, brother. Well, I want to thank, as always, everybody we've talked about here. Earl Ramey Racing Engines, Profab headers and exhaust, SRI Performance stock car steel and aluminum. Also, High Octane Racing Apparel. Y'all go get you some good-looking shirts, jackets, hats, everything you need to be at the racetrack. Look good. While you at the track, guys, girls, everybody, go head over to High Octane Racing Apparel and get you some of all that goodness. Also, Checkered. They are the race hub. Go download Checkered. Get you some. You like Checkered. It's all racing all the time. Social media. We ain't got to worry about checking out no politics, nothing like that on there. We just look at racing. That's all.
Race cars.
Just race cars. Just race cars.
I like that app, but I just don't post on it enough. I need to get to where I post all my stuff on it.
Yeah, get posting on there some more.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Good deal. Good deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Also, want to thank Ford Bite Apparel, guys. Go check out some Ford Bite because every racer wants it. We all need Ford Bite. But anyway, guys, well, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us this week. Cale, I appreciate you jumping on in Sterling's absence this week. He has some stuff to take care of this week. Couldn't be on, but he should be back next week. But Cale, I sure do appreciate it, brother.
I appreciate you asking, man. I enjoyed it, and anytime you need someone to fill in, just give me a yell.
Oh,
this is awesome.
Good deal, man. All right, guys. Well, we will. I guess. Who knows? Cale might be back. Sterling might be back. Who knows? Be back. Cale will be back sometime though.
Put all three of us on there.
Might as well. Might as well.
Yeah, might as well.
All right. Well, we will check y'all out next time.
Later.